You guys ready?
I mean, I guess we've already been doing it, so.
No, but are you nervous now that it's actually about to start?
No.
No?
I used to get really nervous at these things, but I think I'm fine.
At these things or at shows?
Camera things.
I'm aloof. I don't care.
How many camera things have you done?
Box 2, like 3
Oh, yeah,
times,
that's right. That's right.
No big deal. Been
And
on
then the
TV
other-
like
and then
twice,
the other-
3 times, 4 times. No big deal.
There's another news channel, too.
Yeah.
Just can't remember.
Why are you so quiet now?
I just can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the Local 636 podcast. I'm your host, Ed Akers. We're here with 2/5 of Danger Party. Danger Party is playing our first ever Make a Scene at Rec Hall on Friday, October 13th. Come out and check that out. We're going to hang out with Danger Party, and I hope you guys enjoy the show.
Nice.
What's up? Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Problem, man. Thanks for inviting us.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, Dylan, to be fair, kind of invited himself.
I've been asking
so-
him for a few months, and now we finally have a reason to.
Yeah.
Actually, that's kind of a good story. You were like, hey, we've got some stuff going on. You should have us on the podcast. I think that's literally what you said. And I said,
I'll see
hey,
how much time I got.
you need to,
We'll see. We'll check
we
the
try to
slots.
keep this like to St. Charles stuff, right? So it's like, we need to have you guys play in St. Charles. So in typical fashion of what I like to do is like, let's just make something happen. And so we have this festival coming up. Are you guys stoked?
Oh, yeah.
Very stoked.
Oh, yeah.
Can act like it then.
Okay, sorry.
It's going to be so exciting.
We've got a lot of people in the community stoked about it right now, too. So I'm excited. I'm excited to have Feeling This on. I guess we'll get to that. I'm sorry. But
No, go.
Yeah.
There's no.
So, yeah, we just,
They're
the
your
other
boys
band that's,
from GC, right? From Granite City?
No.
no,
No.
they're from, well, some of them's from St. Genevieve. I'm not sure where's the other. I'm not
That's
sure
what-
where they're
I
all
think
from.
I think, I don't know about Travis, or even Greg for that matter, but I think for sure Dustin's from there and they play a lot of shows there, I think. So I assume that's kind of
St.
their
Genevieve?
Gotcha.
area. Yeah.
So, so we don't really know, but they're the other band that'll be playing with us.
Yeah. So, but you're right. When we posted this a month ago or 6 weeks ago, there was a huge response. I think it's something that you're starting to see these emo things pop up, over the last, 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, but
For accurate.
nothing really out in St. Charles. And that's because there's not really a venue to support it. And so
Right.
we are teaming up with Rec Hall, which is an awesome space. Did you guys ever make it to Recess? Or you guys have actually played at the Armory. I'm sorry I touched your leg there.
okay.
Or maybe I'm not sorry.
Continue.
Maybe I'll just leave it there
Yes.
for the whole interview.
Continue.
So you guys have, everyone touch Dylan. You guys have played the Armory.
Yes.
So
Recently, too, yes.
same ownership group.
Mhm.
Okay. And so, it's just it's an awesome place. They've got
They treat us well there, and we can't wait to go to Rec Hall as well.
You didn't do the thing where you look at the other camera. And so, people can come hang out, but out back is the new stage in the little venue area. And it's going to be sick. We're going to have some pop-up shops. We've got Elder Emo coming out,
Yes.
which is
Awesome.
cool.
I'm excited.
Do you know them at all?
Yeah.
Yep. We actually have been talking to them. We've got some plans to do some things together, to collaborate, because we feel like they do a lot for the community and we have a voice. And yeah, I've been messaging them lately, and I feel like
Yeah, I think that's a
We've
good
got some
idea.
good ideas
Get into
brewing.
some like band specific co-branded merch.
maybe some events together kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do a photo shoot, right? For the
Oh yeah,
merch?
we're
do,
taking we're doing a photo shoot this Sunday where we'll be posing
Oh,
in their
cool.
merch.
Very
Us.
cool. The whole band?
whoever can make it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we didn't do that. I'm
Interesting
sorry.
decision on their part if you look at us.
To
but-
have you.
Yeah.
We've got Dylan Lahey and
Oh, yeah.
Ryan Coyle, 2/5 of Danger Party.
Mhm.
So we're just going to go with Dang.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Dan.
Dang. I like dang.
Yeah.
I like Dang too.
Because it's like, dang, where's the rest of them?
Dang.
Well, dang. Most of the talent's here.
Well,
So we've got, tell me the other members. I know Adam.
we've got Adam Kopchak on drums. We've got Eric Westland on bass guitar, and then Devin Kapp on lead guitar.
Awesome.
Mhm.
And the 5 of you make Danger,
Danger
Party.
Party. Mhm.
You guys have been doing
And
this
it's short for, or it's long for DP and short for DP. I've been wanting to say that for a while.
We'll add in some laughs.
Okay.
We got a laugh track back there. We can.
No, I cannot stand. Don't do it.
It's long for dip. I mean, Danger Party's a fun name. Did did that take a while to come up with? Like, did it come from somewhere?
So when we started Emo Nights, or doing a cover band thing in general, we were the former me, the original band.
I think we touched on this on our last
Yeah,
episode.
yeah. And then like for a while when Dylan was out of the band, we were Not a Phase, just basically a band that would like literally our band was called Not a Phase.
Sure.
It was kind of a placeholder to keep the event going. And then when Dylan came back, we called it Danger Party. Or like right before Dylan came back, we called it Danger
I came
Party.
into DP.
And it was one of our old bandmates that came up with it, and we all thought it was really, really good.
Yeah, it's fun.
Good for branding. I'm really glad he did.
It kind of captures what you guys are all about, even if it's kind of nonsensical and it doesn't really mean anything.
And I think a good thing about it is it doesn't really pin us down. Like, yes, we are known as an emo band, but I don't think it really pins us down like perpetually.
Yeah, it's like a fun. It's like a fun.
Yeah,
party
we're just the
kind of
party
vibe.
band.
Yeah.
We can play whatever, you know.
So speaking of branding, our friend Coyle here, who wishes his first name to
Nice
remain
transition.
anonymous.
Coyle.
Where did you see if you go to any Danger Party show, there's a segment where everyone flips you off, and there's either like a fuck Coyle chant. You have T-shirts with your
Multiple
face.
segments.
We have more than T-shirts now.
Okay, you have other merch that says fuck Coyle.
We have foam fingers.
Foam middle
That's
fingers.
Middle
Were those at
fingers.
Ballpark Village?
I don't think
I don't know.
so.
Okay,
Can't
so these are
recall.
pretty new.
They're pretty new,
Yeah.
yeah.
How did that come about?
Even before I ever joined this band, people would just call me Coyle.
Sure.
For one thing, and then I guess I just do.
I get the name part. I think everyone
Yeah.
gets that.
Right.
How'd you come up with the Coyle part?
Ryan
No, but-
as a name
well, you
just
know how-
sucks. All you
Yeah.
Ryans out there, I hear
Get
you
a
guys.
good last name, man.
do
Get a good
meetups?
last name, or you're fucking up. I
The
think
meetups. I have seen
Yeah.
that.
I think just me being me, and I don't know if it would call me annoying or just like I'll do certain things, and then and they're like, "Fuck Coyle, man." And then it started. I think the origin of it started when at some show, probably in like 2020 or 2019. It was 2019 because I got the shirts made like early 2020.
Okay.
And Dylan was like, "Man, fuck Coyle. Can we get a fuck Coyle?" And it just became a chant that lasted
Aw.
for multiple shows.
I honestly did not remember
Yeah.
how this happened, so I'm
Yeah.
glad I was a part of it.
He's like,
So you owe me
exactly how I did it.
for that first round of shirts that you made money off of.
No, you have one.
Is what you're saying.
No.
Yeah, how does that work? So you're selling the shirts at the show. Is
Well,
it something that's
That was I think he made a
Shirts are
a
my own
small
thing.
batch
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
back
good
then
for
where
you.
he
I did
sold for
too.
himself.
And I sold them all. And I'm not
You're a
making it again.
businessman, you understand.
So you don't have the shirts anymore? You don't carry them? Why not?
We can. I mean, we
Because
can
I
remake
just
it.
haven't.
You just
Well,
haven't
we've-
done
I
it.
think
And the
he's
last
been-
round I did, I said it would be the last round,
Okay.
and I sold all of them. So there's like
they're
roughly
worth
70.
something.
There's like 70 plus shirts that people.
They're gonna hold their resale value if you don't make any
Oh,
more.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's an investment.
So I like that you came up with it. That's really awesome. Because I wondered, obviously you're gonna play along with it, but you wonder when you do it, like, does he even a little bit take that personally? And it sounds like no.
Yeah.
It's you embrace it and it's
It's
fun.
kind of like
I think it feeds him.
I think it makes my head really big.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of the
It's
day,
his love language.
they are talking about you.
There's a guy actually last night. So one of the guys who was there, I think he said he's from Turkey, and he wanted me to give him.
delicious.
He wanted me to right. We're months away, man. He wanted
Weird
Oh,
superhero.
Thanksgiving. Like, what?
turkey. Yeah.
You can eat turkey any day of the week.
Who wants to go through the trouble of making that every day of the week?
Well, I mean, you don't have to cook
Okay,
it in
but
the
you're
oven.
talking about like deli meat, turkey.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. Anyways, this guy was like, he's like, "Hey, can I like have your Spider-Man mask?" And I'm like, "No, I like it. I want to keep it. If I ever retire, I want to own it still." And
Yeah.
he's like, "But you could like see your mask around the world because like I'm gonna travel back overseas and like take pictures with it." I'm like, "That's tempting, actually. That would be really cool, but I'm good." And he had a foam finger, but you got that. That's perfect.
Was it hard for you to say no?
Nah, I want that mask.
In
Yeah.
life, is it hard for you to say no?
That's kind of what I was getting at.
Yes,
Yeah, because it is for me too.
ironically.
What do you mean?
Why is that ironic?
He said, "Is it hard for you to say no?" I said, "Yes."
Oh, okay.
Because no would be you
Yeah.
wouldn't have said no.
Yeah.
You would have just said yes.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard for me. I've been working on that. It's a boundary thing.
Mhm.
It's like a borderline almost self-respect kind of boundary. It's deep rooted in a lot of cases. Sometimes you just don't like telling people no.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like deep rooted. This is a therapy session,
Yeah.
right? This is
Yeah.
what we're doing.
I was like, whoa.
Ah, shit, Dr. Phil.
Yeah, it has gotten me in trouble before. Like, there are circumstances where I should have said no, situations where I should have
yeah.
said no
Oh yeah.
to a thing, a project, whatever. And because I don't want to upset people or let people down, or that's my perception anyway,
Right.
I say yes and I agree to it and I do it. And it's like, oh, fuck, why'd I do this? I should have just said no.
Yeah. Stretches
so-
you out more, and you might not even do what they wanted you to do as well, because you just had too much on your plate to begin
You're doing
with.
it out of obligation. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some moral, mental obligation that you have to
Yeah.
say yes to them. Yeah.
It's like, for me, I've found that it's like a self-esteem issue,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest, where it's like you feel like you're not enough, and so you have to give of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Join us next time on Ed's Therapy Corner.
Mhm.
Hey, thanks for watching. Remember to smash that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you always get the latest episode as soon as it comes out, and the latest reels and clips right in your inbox. No, just so you get them on your phone. Thanks for watching Local 636 Podcast. All of our socials, all of our stuff is at Local 636. We've got merch. We've got a calendar. Follow along so you can see all the fun stuff that we've got coming up, like Make a Scene at Rec Hall, Friday, October 13th.
Really getting into both of your just
You don't have
lives
that.
right now.
You don't have that problem.
I'm just really stuck on listening to both of you right now.
Okay,
It's like
Oh,
just,
okay.
on both sides, it's stereo.
So we want to be stuck on listening to you. What's up?
let's get back to the DP.
Yeah. Or back on the event.
Back on the event.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's October 13th.
Which is coming up fast.
It works out really well. Yeah, this episode will be out. We'll probably have about a week of promoting this, talk about it.
Mhm.
Works out really well because it's a Friday the 13th.
Right?
So we're hoping to kind of play on that and get
In October.
get all the little
Stars are
scares out.
aligned.
It's going to be a beautiful night.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful night. We've got a market with a bunch of vendors, like we talked about.
Mhm.
A bunch of beers on tap. Rec Hall has a ton of games. So the episode before this, we had Chris on, and so you can go back and watch that. That'll explain kind of what Rec Hall is, and definitely check that out. But it's like a $10 cover to get in, but there's all these giant board games, and it's just tons of fun.
Right.
And then out back will be a show. Again, different vendors. We've got an opening band, which was actually your idea, right?
To
To have an opening band.
Oh, yeah. Oh, just in general to have an opening
Just in
band?
general. Yeah. I like
Mhm.
that. Talk about feeling this. We
'Cause-
talked about them a little bit. You're buddies with them.
Feeling This is a Blink-182 cover band, and as you know, Blink-182 is making a big resurgence. So everyone's about Blink-182. They'll be playing the new songs as well. They keep up with it.
Yeah, they
And
play everything.
They're
Like,
good dudes. I know 2 of them in the band. So 2 out of 3. By majority, they're good dudes. And
by majority. So I have to assume they're good.
Yeah.
Because 2 of the 3 are good.
66% of them are good. So yeah.
So
I can attest for the 1/3. He's also cool.
you can, for the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love them already because I gave them their kind of rundown for the day. And I was like, you guys are playing 6 to 6:45. And they're like, can we get an hour? Like, we want to play more Blink songs. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, listen, I love that. I want to hear more Blink songs. We'll kind of see day of show, how sound check and how
Maybe we
everything's
can
going.
let them cut into ours or something if
You wanna do it?
everyone's having a good time.
Are you guys going to not play any Blink songs or not duplicate any songs? You think
I
there's
mean,
enough
we'll
of a
look at their
buffer?
set list, but I doubt they're probably playing any song we would play, so we'll probably take them out of our set.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys think about the new Blink songs?
Love them.
Love them.
You do?
Yep.
You love One More Time?
Love it.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I love the words. I don't love the song.
I-
Like, it's not something I'm going to listen to and return to over and over.
Really?
Yeah.
I've listened to it. Like there's every time I listen to it, there's okay, one more time. I'm gonna listen to it one more time, and I'll listen to it 10 more times.
You did there.
Yeah, no, but real. Like,
Now the other
I
song.
always listen to it.
How-
What's the other song's name?
Well, their edging was
More
like,
than you know.
More Than You Know.
Yeah.
Have you heard that one?
yeah.
That
good.
one's interesting because I'm pretty sure there's key change in the chorus, which really throws me off.
It's not a normal Blink thing to do.
No, nor is double bass drum pedal.
Right.
And so like the chorus sounds like on drums, like it would be like a Bull for My Valentine chorus on drums,
Yeah.
and it's a Blink song under that. It's so good.
How much did you cry listening to One More Time?
I didn't cry, but it was a cool video.
I don't.
No?
Yeah.
I don't think I cried, but internally I cried. I was there for like when the premiere happened.
Yeah.
I got up at like 8:58.
Yeah.
Or 8:50. Yeah, and I'm like, come on, here we go. And
I-
you start off with the Adams song, and you're like, oh, don't do this.
Yeah.
And then it starts switching. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah. It was cool. The video was awesome.
And then the end of it, like when it's all like just like the bells and stuff, and it's like all the like a montage of like a bunch of old videos. I'm like, stay strong.
Yeah. I did cry. I cried at the little teaser video they put out.
He's like,
a couple
this
days
is
before.
great. I will not watch it again though.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's hard. I think especially too when you get older and you have those things that they talk about. I mean, no one I know almost died in a plane crash or cancer, but like you think about those things, you think about friends and people that you've known, and you think about relationships that have ended or almost ended, and because of whatever, like those are just
that
whatever.
Could have been salvaged maybe, or didn't need to.
Yeah. Like, why does someone have to almost die to say I love you? And you think about those things.
And I'm
so
glad
heavy.
they addressed that, because as fans, we're all like, why do you guys like come back and then you don't come back? And it's always this weird
you
thing.
bring in Skiba and
it's like, let's not talk about that. That was filler.
Yeah.
That didn't really happen.
Did you like the little teaser video? Because they kind of explained it in that too.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of explained the song. Yeah. No, I think it's great. I'm so glad there's a new album, but that won't be one that makes it on like a playlist of mine, I don't think.
No, I think that's very specific for, I think that's a song they wrote for themselves, obviously, like heavily for themselves.
Well, it's heavily for deep fans too.
Well, right. And it's meant to be there for that. And like, I'm going to get sick of the song probably within the month, and I'll probably only listen to it occasionally.
Right.
But right now it's like on repeat, because I'm like, actually, I'm already kind of getting to the point where I'm like, I'm about to start skipping it.
He's talked himself out of it already in the last 5 minutes.
Like, I listened to it on the way
now
here.
that I think about it.
On the way here, it came on, and I went, I want to listen to More Than You Know, because I want to hear, like,
a more upbeat.
Yeah.
What, give me like favorite three, no particular order, favorite three Blink songs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, what's your go-to?
See, like,
It would
at this point in my life, I don't, like, I will skip Blink a lot because I've abused it so much when I was younger. So, I'm saying it's really hard for me to answer at this point, like, because I don't have a go-to necessarily, like, outside of the new ones right now, but.
That's fine.
All three of mine would probably be on Enema of the State.
Okay. Seminal album.
Because that's just what started it all for me, and that, my mom showed me that when I was a kid.
That's awesome.
So that one or Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
I'm going to Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Are my favorites.
Reckless Abandon.
Self-titled, I liked like 4 songs on there, and then I was just kind of...
Self-titled so good.
And that's the one everyone goes to is the, like, because their sound matured and
I didn't want it to.
I didn't either, but as I've gotten older, I've embraced that album.
I was
but
so about it.
Yeah, first listen, I didn't love that album.
How old were we when that happened? Like, I was still about the fuck girls, blah, 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 that they were talking about. Like, I was still about that.
Yeah.
Whenever their self-titled came out. So
yeah,
I wasn't ready to mature.
Now you guys play what cover what Blink songs do you cover in your set normally?
All the Small Things.
Okay.
I
that
Miss
one.
You.
Yep.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure
Adam's song.
Sometimes. Adam's song sometimes. But the ones that are pretty...
Does that really bring the room down when you play Adam's song? People get up for that?
No, it brings it down.
But not I Miss You, though. Like, people get...
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But...
Where are you?
Those are like the 2 songs we consistently play, is that one and All the Small Things.
Yeah.
That's a party song, man. Yeah. I was a senior when... I was a senior in high school when that album came out. And we went to, like, Cancun for our senior trip. And I remember being at... What's the name of that stupid club? I don't know, some stupid club in Cancun, and they would play.
Oh, I would
Look
know.
at us.
Yeah.
Why would we know?
You guys didn't have like a party, Cancun party senior year or anything?
Oh, no.
Anybody?
No.
I dropped out of high school senior.
Oingo, I forget what the name of it. Anyway.
Wait. Your high school class went to Cancun?
Yeah, not like officially, but it was a senior trip. It wasn't like this high school said, we're all going to Cancun, but like there was a company that came in. And you signed up and you like paid this company, like they said.
And you had to sell so many magazines.
You didn't have to sell anything.
This is why Granite City sucks.
That's
and Collinsville. I didn't.
One of the reasons. Yeah, I don't know if that's still a thing. Your daughters are, more recently out of high school. Yeah. Did your kids do anything like that?
No, my kids didn't do that, but I did. When I was in high school, I took like a 7-day cruise in the Caribbean.
Oh. That's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Dude.
Manny,
Rob,
high school senior trip?
That's a negative.
Thank you.
And you're Illinois too, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm in Collinsville right now, but from Oak Island.
Yep.
And that's where you grew up.
I graduated in Collinsville.
Yeah,
we didn't do nothing
get
fun
anything
like
cool.
that.
Nope.
We had our...
We got the city museum. That's about
That's
it.
what I was going to say. We had our prom at the city museum.
Your prom there? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, what did you do? You just went there?
Just went there.
Yeah,
There it is.
With your friends?
yeah, we had field trips there.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
No, I get the whole point of that was you're at this club in Cancun and they're playing, you know, all these songs and then all the small things come on. And it's funny because it was that era where that song kind of transcended. Like everyone liked it.
Yep.
Everyone danced
on the
to
radio,
it.
yep.
It was everywhere. And the video obviously is you know, super memorable with, do you remember the video?
Yeah, making fun of
the
boy bands.
all the boy band videos.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
He had like the 182 degrees tattoo on him.
And they reference that again in the one more time,
Yeah, you see the airplane, you're like,
airport,
and you're like,
yeah.
"God damn it, stop it."
which is from that's like a cover of a cover, right?
I
mean,
think
'cause that's
I
from-
Want It That Way. That's what the
That's what I'm saying. That's from
yeah.
the Backstreet Boys video.
Right. Yep.
Speaking of covers,
Oh yeah. We do that.
Yeah.
you guys cover covers.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
we've got a lot of good ones.
So the two that I know are,
We've got a lot of new.
you played
good
one
ones.
for me, which was 99 Red Balloons, which
Yes.
is of
We haven't
course
played that
you
one in a
play
while.
Goldfinger's version of that song,
Right.
Mhm.
and then you play. I guess a lot of people have done Blank Space, but
Yeah.
I guess I Prevail.
Yeah,
most
we
notably.
play I Prevail's cover of Blank Space. Pretty
And what
much.
other covers do you play?
Okay, maybe not covers of Umbrella by All Time Low
Okay,
by
by
Rihanna.
Rihanna,
We
okay.
did that one.
Can we get this
covers
to
of
another
covers.
level? Can we have
A cover. of
someone
cover.
cover Danger Party covering
No.
All Time Low
No,
covering
no,
Rihanna?
we're where it ends.
That's
Yeah.
just someone else
Yeah.
covering.
Yeah, we're
We're
gonna
at-
stop it there.
We're actually recording some covers right. Can I say that?
You already did.
Yeah.
Oh, we're actually recording some covers right now. Sorry, Adam.
That's funny. I have a cool story about that I can't share, so I won't go into it. But I can tell you when we stop recording.
Before we go on though, I want to touch on some of the songs we do that wouldn't be considered emo that we do now that I think are really, really fun.
Yeah, I think that's important to bring up because I think a lot. We say this and we have this graphic up here, and it's. I mean, someone could easily look at this and go, "Well, that's not for me because I don't know emo. I don't even know what alt is."
Mhm.
But yeah, you guys cover a wide range of stuff. I mean,
Mhm.
I heard Papa Roach
Mhm.
last time. You mentioned Taylor Swift. What else you guys play that's not on the?
We could even
emo?
we've played Vanessa Carlton, 1,000 Miles is
Okay.
in our rotation. We recently made a medley of two really popular dance songs, Blue Dabba Dee
Okay,
and Every Time We Touch by, is it
Cascada, I think.
Cascada?
I don't know.
Because every time we
Yeah, I know.
touch, I get.
Yeah.
No? You
No, I know the song. I don't know the artist name.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Cascada.
Sure.
And so that's like a really cool dance break in
Sure.
between, like maybe screamo songs. Like all of
Yeah.
a sudden, we're just like jumping up and down and dancing
Yeah.
because we have backtracks too. So we really have the like,
Yeah.
with it too. So
We're gonna hear some of that at Make a Scene.
yes,
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
cool. So not just emo. We're gonna hear.
No, we can't. I mean, because we're at a certain point, you kind of run out of the hits for emo, and
Sure.
you can do deep cuts, and we kind of reserve that for our emo nights, our monthly thing.
Yeah.
We kind of like give those people some deeper cuts, but like, yeah, you run out of emo hits. So like, let's just emo-fy these songs that everyone knows.
Yeah. It's
And
fun, and it goes
we'll
along
make
with
it a emo hit, or we'll make it a danger party hit, you know?
yeah, and like what you guys said earlier about the band name, it doesn't like pigeonhole you into any specific genre.
Right.
You are a party band.
Mhm.
Um,
So that could change over time, you know?
sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure this
It
will
won't yet.
not anytime soon.
We got plans.
You know, the emo thing is hot right now because
Mhm.
we're old enough to be in positions where we're like making decisions, right? And people our age are in marketing and sales and advertising, and so they're
Mhm.
bringing up stuff from when they were a kid, and so
Yeah.
that's why it's popular. It's just like everything else every 20 years. So at some point it will go out of fashion again,
Mhm.
I think. Right?
I think to an extent. I think just like you go into maybe smaller bars these days and you see people playing 80s stuff still. Like, I think there will always be a place for it somewhere
Yeah.
where people will gather to listen to that kind of stuff for sure. But we've definitely had this conversation where we know it's not going to be forever. So we as a band, we want to keep evolving with everything and making sure that if you're having an event, you want us and no one else because of that.
Has it reached its apex? Are we at the height of it?
You
think there's more to
so
come?
Far,
You think there's more to
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's
100%.
more to come?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because everything just keeps growing. Everything.
Yeah.
In every aspect.
The
We've
real-
made more and more merch. We bought bigger and better gear. We're working on a light show now. We're
Well, I just
saving
mean
money for
I
that.
just mean the emo thing in general, not necessarily Danger Party,
Oh,
but just
no,
the,
I
the
mean,
revival.
we're
in general.
doing 2 monthly things, in the same city. We're doing a every other month out at Westport Social.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen them getting smaller.
No signs of slowing down or anything. No. I love it.
I mean, I think it's gonna stick around for a little bit longer for sure. Like in general, like you're asking about like the emo resurgence.
Sure.
In general.
You know, because it started West Coast. I think.
Yeah.
You know, maybe even a little further. We've been doing it for about 6 years, but maybe even a little longer.
Yeah.
Before that, and I think we got a good jump on it.
Yeah.
And I think it took a while, but now it's here in full force, and I think we've got a little time for sure.
And we were talking too about, I mean, even the music is sort of returning to form with bands like, you know, Point North, and these festivals coming back. Like, well, Riot Fest didn't go anywhere, but you know, you've got the When We Were Young, you've got Riot
and
Fest,
you've got all these bands touring right now. Like I saw Yellow Card. We just watched the Used the other night.
Yeah.
All these bands are like, whoa, everyone wants us back out.
And they're putting out new music.
Yeah.
Like,
so
it's not crazy. Like in the last 2 weeks, we got a new Blink song, a new Sum 41 song, a new Taking Back Sunday song.
Yeah.
Like everyone's just putting out music.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. It's like, oh my Christ.
Story of the Year's new album. I mean, it's been a little while, but Story of the Year has a new album.
Great.
Yeah. Yellow Card is, I guess, officially back together.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Touring. And so,
yeah, at his show, he was just like, I don't know why you guys are all here, but this is awesome. And we're just going to keep touring until you guys stop coming.
They saw the emo resurgence. They're like, yeah, we can not be broken up anymore. Probably.
Yeah. It's funny. Like, you know, I guess 6-7 years ago, you had a lot of these bands get to that point where I guess they probably start to have kids. Touring starts to become not as easy for them. They want to be with their families, and so they break up. And, you know, someone like me, and I'm not sure where you guys were, but devastated is too strong of a word, but for a lot of people, that was their favorite band.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Story of the Year was up there with my favorite band. Yellow Card was up there. You know, some of these bands that broke up, and now we're getting back together. We're touring again, and it's just, you know, Under Oath was one of them that broke up, and it's great. I love it, man. I love seeing all this stuff, and I love the new music. Most of them have progressed their sound as well to kind of fit in with the stuff that's coming out now. It's great. All right, so back to this. We talked about Feeling This, and then you guys go on at 7, and we're gonna just come out kicking ass, I think, right?
And we probably have a hard stop time, right? There like some ordinances going on.
There's not an ordinance, but Rec Hall is it's not in the middle of a neighborhood, but there are houses behind it. So there's no official, like, we have to be done by this time.
Hey, if you live behind Rec Hall, just chill. Just for one night.
Chris and I have talked about this, like, if we do this again next year, going to that set of houses and being like, listen, we're doing this thing. Come by. We'll buy you some pizza. We'll buy you some beer, and just hang out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got him. He's coming now.
Yeah.
I'm going to move there.
Going to move to behind Rec Hall. So one night a year.
Yeah. Get a box posted up.
I'll buy you a pizza for your birthday, dude. I'll buy him a pizza.
Nah, Sheldon took care of me. We're good on that.
When's your birthday? Is your birthday coming up?
No, it's already passed.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said.
But he's already thinking about the next birthday. I had to think about it for a second. Like,
Pizza's always a good gift.
Yeah, for employers that don't want to pay their employees more money.
And pizza is like a pop punk thing too, which is kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have any pizza?
Speaking of this logo, that's not a pizza slice. That's a shark tooth. If you were thinking that.
Okay. And so
did you think that?
I didn't know what it was, but I went to
Ed.
Shark Tooth because of the tippy, right?
Yep.
Is that
Tippy is our tip?
And how did that happen?
Adam was just on Amazon one day. He was like, "We need a tip bucket." He found a shark head and said, "This is sick," and that's how it all started.
Adam's always liked sharks.
Yeah.
Adam has always loved sharks.
Like
he loves
gets
Shark
excited
Week.
about Shark Week?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yep.
Like, don't call him during Shark Week. If there was a show during Shark
I generally
Week,
just don't call him, but yeah, don't call him.
I barely know the guy.
But no, yeah, he loves it.
if there's a show during Shark Week, he's not playing.
Oh, I
Like a
don't know.
scheduled
Nah.
week off.
No.
I think he's a little more like chill with it nowadays, but years ago,
Maybe
he'd be
he'll-
like, dude, Shark Week. You'd be
What was
texting
that
him,
where
like,
you
"It's
could-
Shark Week, dude?
Was it TiVo where you could record things?
DVR, TiVo.
Yeah, he TiVos it whenever we play the show.
I'm not gonna miss a shark this week.
All right, you guys. You mentioned the recurring events that you guys have.
Mm-hmm.
Emo Night, and that is now at a new venue.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that, because the first one was, for now it was last night. When this airs, it won't have been last night, but
Right. Yep.
it's on the last Wednesday of every month.
Yep. Still the exact same
Okay.
day of every month. We are now at the Midwestern, which is downtown. It's just almost catty corner from where we were playing already. So kept it really easy on everybody. It's the exact same time, 9:30 every time. So
9:30. I love
and
that.
now we have so the Midwestern opens for us. They're not usually open on Wednesdays, so they've opened for us. They were like, oh, do we need kitchen staff? Well, we had the idea. Coyle's friend, Bowdy.
Bowdy Alvarez.
Do you want to go ahead and take?
Yeah, he does this taco stand called Weekend at Bowdy's. He does birria style tacos.
I like it.
And they
The
are
dipping tacos.
fantastic. So like,
That's all I've been thinking.
Tell me what a birria style taco is. You did this, and I'm not really.
Okay, so they come. Birria is, it's made with guajiro peppers, and it's kind of like a soup broth that that the tortillas of the actual tacos they dip it in there and like fry it in the broth.
Okay.
And you pretty much make a quesadilla. You could put beef, cheese, onions in there, cilantro, and then you dip it. It's like Arby's sandwich, but
Okay.
way better. You dip it in this broth, and it's
I
like
think
a
called
juicy.
consommé.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's like a juicy, warm, just bite. It's so good.
It's
Okay.
almost like au jus
yeah.
or like French dip.
It's like
Sure.
they thought of how to make tacos better. Like tacos are already so good.
Yeah.
And so he's like selling
I
them
mean, he didn't
outside,
think
or
of it.
what's-
It's been a thing, but he does
Sure.
it so well.
He
Yeah.
sets up a tent just right outside the steps at
He
Midwestern.
had a crew of 3 people.
Yeah.
Him being
And
one,
he
but
killed it.
yeah.
Like,
And so their kitchen's closed, but they allow him to set
Yeah,
up and.
so yeah.
now on Cardinals game days, like when the Cardinals are playing hometown, they'll be open for any weekday. That's a thing.
Okay.
So it varies on whether or not they're gonna be open for us or not.
Point is,
specifically for us,
come
but
to emo night, you can get fed.
Does this guy have a like a storefront, or is he just doing pop
yeah,
up
he
at
just
events?
he just pops up. Magic. I'm
Yeah.
Bowdy. Hey there, I got tacos. What the fuck?
It's kind of the best thing to pop up, right?
He works at so he'll do a pop up shot in Granite City at a pop up tent at Tegan's. He works at Up Bar in Midtown. I think that's where it's technically at in St. Louis.
Yeah.
So he'll work there, and if you follow his socials, he just picks up random.
Yeah, Weekend at
Deals here and
Bowdy's. Baudy.
You guys understand that reference?
God, why are you doing this to me, man?
Really?
No,
Oh, I thought
No,
I was just being dumb.
It's
No.
a movie.
Weekend at Bernie's is a movie.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
you think that's where he got it from?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask.
Yes. I knew it was a movie. I knew I hadn't seen it.
Do you know the premise of Weekend at Bernie's?
Tacos?
It's
He
great.
sells beer style tacos.
No.
What?
Weekend at Bernie's is these 2 guys that go to this guy's like beach house, and the guy dies, and they have to pretend like he's alive for the weekend so they don't get in trouble
I think
or
I've seen
kicked
this
out or
before.
something.
That
And
sounds
so yeah, it's a very memeable movie. Like you've probably seen memes from it and you just didn't know what it was
Yeah.
from. But you know, they're propping him up and dragging him around, and
Gotcha.
that's Weekend at Bernie's.
So how's this tie into birria tacos?
I don't. You got to ask your buddy. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
ask him.
Yeah, we could ask him.
What's up, Bowdy?
It could be a huge coincidence, but I would
Yeah.
imagine that
I
that's,
think
that's probably the.
I mean,
reference.
even though I didn't see the movie,
I've
I
never
knew
asked
that
him,
was the
so.
reference.
Yeah.
So.
Tacos.
Okay,
They're so
change
good,
the subject, dude.
They're so
Change
good.
the
I'm
subject.
It's like-
hungry.
Every time we get into like a movie or something like that, the tangent just like goes like that, like for hours.
I know. I like it. That's what we're about here. We can go back. We were talking about
Get back-
pizza.
Yeah, we can get back to
Back to the event.
yeah.
What else do you want to say about it? You're stoked.
Are we still accepting any more last second vendors?
Yeah, we probably could use some vendors. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's a good call to action. That's what we call that in the industry. CTA, call to action.
You're welcome.
So we'll have a few vendors there. We do have some space for some more vendors. We're expecting a huge crowd. This is Friday night. And then we have some awesome bands. So if you want to vend, we're looking for stuff, art.
Oddities.
Yeah, a little left
With
of center.
Tasteful oddities.
Sure.
Mhm.
We had,
You also like it'd be helpful if you have like a setup, like a table, tent. So because those things won't be provided, so it just makes you look more official anyways. So
yeah, definitely. I think that's on the form, is to throw a picture of your setup.
Yeah.
We did have someone that was interested that had, I don't know what they were. They were in jars. They were maybe animals,
okay, like embalmed, like
embalmed,
maybe sitting in formaldehyde.
like maybe like a
animals?
pig fetus.
Yeah.
Maybe some bones, some
Mhm.
eyeballs.
Do
It
they
was
have?
interesting.
Do they just not have a setup?
They have a full setup. Yeah, I don't know if they'll be there. I need to check
Oh.
the requirements, but they were.
You were making it seem
interested.
like they're not coming. come. If you're hearing this, you should please come.
I
wanna see it.
I forget the name of the company, but they're on that thread and it looked super interesting.
Yeah,
I'm not sure who buys that.
I will be one of them if they.
You would buy, what would you buy? Would it be like
I-
a gift for someone?
Sit in my house somewhere for like a conversation piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Mhm.
Coyle? Buying any pig fetuses?
Not at this time.
Okay.
I've seen no
Not
reason to
at
have
this
one. Like
I'll get you one.
my room is just so colorful, and if I were to have that there, I'd be like, yeah, and by the way, there's that. Let's talk about that. And someone's like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Pig fetus in a jar.
pig feet in a yeah, dude.
Not just the feet.
Yeah, the fetus.
The feet us.
What is your favorite song to play? And it can be based on like a song that you like, or I know you guys are starting to incorporate some like props, some other things. So what do you enjoy doing up there?
Fireflies.
That is fun.
A song by Al
Very-
City.
And because
Very
no one,
up there.
I mean, your fans know, like you have a pretty loyal following,
Mhm.
and so they know that it's coming. But like most people going to your show probably don't
Yeah.
think that's coming.
So
right?
we have the backtrack starting, which is like do 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 do, and it's like
Yeah.
just the really cute. And all of a sudden we come in really hard, kind of early actually, before you'd think we would. And it's awesome. And I never would have thought that we'd see like a circle pit for that song, but that happens every time. You get the people running around in a circle or just moshing, moshing.
And it started with that song, and now people just will randomly do it too. A lot
Any
of different
song,
songs.
1,000 Miles, they'll try to find the most ironic song.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
trying to
like a
think
make a pit.
like a slow song,
Uh,
not slow but not heavy.
Speaking of though, one of my new favorite things, and I got this idea from someone else on TikTok, but it was a great idea. But for Misery Business, Paramore,
Mhm.
only girls can make the pit, so they get to go in there
Okay.
and like do it at their pace. What you
Yeah,
know?
that's
And
a great
sometimes
idea.
it's kind of tame. Sometimes they go hard as fuck.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And it's awesome. But only anyone who identifies as females are allowed in there.
yeah.
But and it's cool. And then they don't have to worry about those big dudes in there. There's no offense to the big dudes, but you guys are big and fucking dumb sometimes, and you can swing around and
Yeah.
hit the little people. So it's cool to for them to have their safe space for a song. I'm not saying you're weak, but it's dope to see you guys,
Yeah.
ladies, doing that.
Are you saying the lyric "whore" in that song?
Once a Horian, yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I know that Haley has. I think she's back
backtracked on
playing
that.
it now, right?
Yeah, she's backtracked. She sings this
Okay.
song.
She
like,
went for a while not
yeah.
If
playing that song.
everyone in front of me is singing it, I do not feel
Yeah.
weird about singing it.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
not like you wrote the lyrics, so
Right.
it's
And she felt, I mean, I'm sure she felt that way when she wrote those lyrics when she was younger.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then went back, and then now. Okay, so that's is it Firefly's your favorite song as well?
It's one of them. I'm trying to think which one I really
Now,
enjoy
do you
playing.
enjoy songs that you scream a lot in,
like
like Blank Space? Because you have like 2 whole verses or a bridge and a verse.
depends on how I'm feeling that day for one thing. Like if my scream vocal feels like up to par, I really like playing Blank Space. It's also just really heavy. Like the riff is really fun to play. I really like our new cover of Hello Goodbye. The
We do hear
oh,
in
what
your
song?
arms.
Oh, nice.
and I like it because I actually don't like the song at all.
Okay,
And now our version of it makes me like it.
cool.
So now I've had like
I don't know that. Is that a cover? That's not a cover, is it?
No, that's their song.
Okay,
yeah, like
I
recorded out
like-
of like
Where we are.
okay.
when we drive. No, okay.
I don't know too much. Hello, Goodbye.
It's very like laptop pop.
Yeah,
He actually
all their
made it in
stuff
Fruity
is.
Loops. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Shimmy, shimmy, quarter turn.
you know that song, but you don't know.
I think
You're in
that
Your
was like
Arms?
I think that was like
Which I love that song.
probably like their first song, and I
Really?
think I just grabbed that and
That makes sense. Yeah.
I never
It
dug into
sounds-
anything
it
else.
sounds newer or like worse than some of their old. yeah,
Okay,
it
so I
sounds
need to check out that song.
old. I mean, I don't know how you haven't. But yeah.
Okay, we changed color here.
Is
Is this like
it a warning?
Yeah, no. Is this an alert? Do I need to seek shelter?
Yeah, it's pretty much like, yeah, it's getting close to the time.
Oh,
I mean, you can go longer if you want to, it's a
Yeah.
show.
I like that. What's the time?
Are you
had
paying them
set
by
it
the hour?
45 minutes.
you paying them by the hour? Is that what you don't want to go?
I
over
didn't
an
know
hour?
this was a thing.
Oh.
It's like,
he's like,
I was a little nervous.
You
when
can
it get
go over.
when it gets too red, then explodes.
So wait, are we going longer than usual?
I like to keep the episode about to 45 minutes.
Because like it's like what? Because it's like that a car ride to work. Like it's a good.
Yeah, I think so. You know, we're still in the early stages of this and still trying to figure out what works and what makes sense.
Mhm.
And so just kind of playing with stuff to see, like, I do this a lot where I project and go, well, if I see an episode that's an hour and 15 minutes, I'm probably not going to listen to it.
Mhm.
Now, just because that's me doesn't mean that's everyone else, right?
Mhm.
They might.
Some people love podcasts. That's like their main thing.
Sure. I also feel like I don't want to go long. I don't want to make it an hour 15 just to make it an hour 15, right? Like if we're talking and we're having fun, I think last week with Chris, even though Chris is like very much like engineer, just kind of very straightforward, there wasn't a whole lot of cutting up, but just a super interesting story. And we went like an hour 20. So it just kind of depends. I'm not going to drag it out, but yeah, I kind of want to stay conscious. I didn't know the screen was going to turn orange though. So when it happened, I'm like, what's, oh God,
it's red.
It's red now.
Oh my
It is red now. You're in trouble. It's like a few more seconds and explodes.
Did you just change that to red or did you have that set?
No, it's the AI.
Oh, really? So you set it at 45?
I was told before the show, or maybe it was recording, so who knows? They tricked us. I was told that the cameras are ran on AI. And I think
when I do this, it should zoom
all
in on
about,
me.
let's get this on official recording. I'm all about robots taking over. Like, that's just the natural path. Like, they're going to be wiser with the earth. They're going to make it, they're going to heal it maybe. They're going to see us as a parasite. It sucks, man. It was fun. It was fun being here.
You think they're going to wipe us out?
Yeah. And I think but they're going to, maybe they'll do cooler stuff than we did and they'll be more diplomatic about it.
What's crazy is for like some, like,
Or they won't, or it's just going to be all bad.
for like some event descriptions or like some posts we made, we've used Chat GPT. Just like, we give it like
To start for a template.
You have to edit it. Yeah.
But
and sometimes it gets a really good one. You're like,
yeah,
okay,
that's just how things are going. So we're not going to shy away from it.
Yeah.
If it's helping people, we're going to use the tools at our.
I think I wouldn't say that I'm like, you seem excited about the takeover.
It's a little bit
the
of a,
robot takeover. I would say I'm like accepting of it. Like you're right. It's just going to happen. So
that is John Connor.
you either need
No,
to.
I'm not like eating popcorn. Like, oh, come on, please. I'm like, when it happens, it's like, okay, all right, I get it.
But
I'll accept it.
yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I think it's not just inevitable. It's already here.
Yep.
And it's going to happen, and you have to embrace it. You have to get on board. If you don't change, you die.
Mm-hmm.
And that's true of any industry, of anything. I mean, we're talking about you as Danger Party moving on to play songs. Like what songs did you say?
1,000 Miles. We were doing the medley. Yeah. Like
you have to
dance
evolve,
songs,
right?
yeah.
If you're just going to play emo songs, like you're limiting your crowd, and you're just not being the best version of you.
And at some point, we'll have to play newer songs, that aren't as old, I'm sure.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. From AI to a topic I wanted to cover. You led right into it. We're talking about like newer pop punk.
Mm-hmm.
I say pop punk. That's really anything like Green Day, Blink, Newfound Glory. Those are your staples of pop punk.
We agree.
I know that not everyone listening probably knows what that is.
It's more, over the years, it's more of a blanket statement, and we're fine with that.
So
as the official, like
the ambassador of pop punk. So I was asking about newer stuff. Like there's some really good in the last 10 years, and I even go back further, but bands like State Champs and Wonder Years, and talked about Neck Deep and Point North.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys planning to play any of that stuff? Do you play that stuff?
We have occasionally, like we've for our friends
for emo nights, like we said, how we play. We use them as
like a testing ground.
Yeah.
We've played that one State Champ song, the one everyone knows, Secrets. We played that one. We played Quicksand by Story so far.
We've played some all-time, like newer
Wonder
all-time
Years,
low songs.
Came Out Swinging. Like we've tried these songs out, and we'll occasionally bring them out at emo night. But that's what we've brought to like places like at the Armory or anything like that, just because it's kind of niche.
Yeah, they don't hit quite as hard as when you play some Fat Lip or
no, they don't, and it sucks. Like you learn the song as a band, it takes like 2 or 3 weeks, and you have high hopes. And there are some people in the crowd that really like it, but like it just doesn't hit as hard as you would hope.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I think anything past kind of like 2010.
Then you're starting to split the group into, because some of these people were just, they liked only that music at that age in their life, and then they moved on with other stuff. So they came here for that nostalgia. They didn't keep listening into 2010 and stuff.
Aside from like playing it live and seeing the crowd reaction, do you take into account, or do you have any other ways to take into account what your fans want to hear? Like, do you listen
Discord.
to?
Yeah, so we run a Discord.
Okay.
We have our own Danger Party Discord, and if you get on our Facebook, you can find the link to that. But we have a whole thread on there that for song suggestions, and we let anyone get in there and suggest songs, and then those people can react to them.
Okay. What's been one that has turned out in that way? You knew I was going to ask that. Now you're upset.
No, I'm not. Every time we touch.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
I
a big
think
one.
I might have
So
planted.
that was a
I might
crowd-
have planted that one. I might have
Yeah.
planted it in there, and then I was.
He was actually.
You got a
I've
burner
been
account?
like-
He wanted to do that for
working on it.
years. He's been trying to get that.
Yeah,
one.
I made the backtrack, and I was like, "You guys, we should do this." And like
He's
months
like,
would
"He
go
made
by, I'm
the
like,
channel."
"We should really do this."
He's like the first one to suggest. So this would be a good idea.
yeah, and people wanted it. So,
So how do you do that? You get a burner account and then you go on your own.
no, I just said it. We
just
we
threw
put
it out
our
there?
we try to generate some just buzz in there too,
Oh.
because we talk in the Discord all
We've
the
done
time.
that one. Wait, I'm on the channel right now. Wasting time by 4 Years Strong. We've done that one before.
Oh, that's your favorite band or up there, right?
It's one of them.
We
Yeah.
played with them once. We
Yes.
shared the stage,
Yeah.
but
No big deal.
yeah. So like I think that's a really cool addition we just started was the Discord a few months ago, and that it's a way for people to talk. Well, one, suggest songs, but two, just ask us questions,
Yeah.
or start to be part of the community, because we've got over 100 people in there already, and they'll see new people come in, and everyone greets them and stuff, and
Yeah.
whoever says anything in there, they always get replied to. It's very friendly,
That's fun.
so it's awesome.
Now, I've got a buddy that has this app/software where it's for live musicians where they can take like real-time requests from the crowd. So you would have like your iPad or whatever, right, up, and they would pay a certain amount to hear a certain song. And he even goes a step further, and I don't believe would work for you guys. I don't think you would want it to, but where at like a fundraiser, let's say someone requests, pick a song, Piano Man. Freebird, okay? And then someone's like, I don't want to hear that song. They can actually pay to stop playing the song.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's kind of like
it's like fast skip on touch.
it's like a touch tune. So you can
Yeah.
pay a little more to get your song kind of next up in the queue.
Cool, yeah.
Would that work during a live set?
Sometimes I wish I could do that.
I'll be real with you. I don't think we're not that good where we can pull a song we never played out of.
but
our
I
head.
think
Well, you would have a
we could,
you
yeah.
would have a
Oh, out of the
predetermined
based on the
list.
set
That would
Yeah.
be cool.
I'm-
They would suck if they were like Haley Williams, another like if they started shouting off all the songs that were hard all in a row. That would be tough because we curate. That's the word.
Yeah, that is the
curate
word.
our set list based on like guitar tunings.
Sure.
And sometimes like if I can handle those two songs back to back if they're both vocally demanding.
Yeah.
Or Adam if they're like
Yep.
two really hard drumming songs. He doesn't. So
Stuff
that-
like when
that
I make
might
the
be
set
tough.
list, I might not know about what is strenuous for
yeah,
the
last
two.
night.
So like he looks at me and goes, "You put these two songs together," and I'm like, "Oh,
So
I
tell me,
didn't
what
know
were
that
they? What songs were they?
It was
was
the
the
every
medley.
time we touch
Okay.
straight into
Paramore.
misery business. So it was a
Yeah.
girl song.
Oh,
into
because
a
they're
girl song.
higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
didn't think about that. So moving forward, now I know not to do that.
No, I know. No. I mean, I didn't tell him. So
Yeah. And you make the set list.
Mhm.
And
we've all got our jobs.
okay.
Yeah,
Very efficiently and very on time.
not at all.
But no approval process before. It's like, here's what it is.
Yeah, that's his responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We trust him. And
But-
when it,
Except
I tell you,
we make last minute changes sometimes
Yeah.
when we have to, but he's pretty much on it.
Yeah.
We've got it down. We've been doing it for a while. Like
I might change the order of some things, but like I'll tell you, that's the songs you're gonna have to learn.
Right.
What if I change the order? That's
We-
I feel like if you're in a bigger band that's got like a really strict set list,
time schedule. Yeah,
and then like I've seen like bigger band set lists, they'll have like 3 songs. They'll put a line, which would be where the singer might go on a spiel about
Yeah.
whatever, something political, or like this song's about staying alive.
well, and I
stuff
guess
like
if you're like a touring band and you're playing the same show every night, it would probably
Uh-huh.
help to have that.
Yeah.
keeps you on
to know where
time.
you're- Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a little different. In our case, we just kind of Blink 182 it, where we just kind of
Our
like,
natural banter, I think, is one of the things that me and him are good at, and that is draws people to us.
Yeah.
We say stuff in between every song. I'll find something like it might be like towards the end of a song, and I see somebody doing something funny, and
Yeah.
it'll stand up into or turn into stand up comedy. I've thought about it sometimes. It's like just really you're just making people laugh up there.
Yeah.
So it's really fun.
It's interesting when you get a mic and you can kind of you sense that not power, but like the
Oh,
control
yeah, it is.
and influence
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
have over
You're
a
like a
crowd.
ringmaster.
Yeah.
It is kind of control over
Yeah.
the vibe of the room.
Yeah. That's fun. I like
Mhm.
that. Let's talk props. Is there anything else other than the Spider-Man mask? You guys do any kind of
Oh yeah. Every time we play Thanks for the Memories,
Yeah.
everyone gets down on the ground and
Right.
crouches down until the chorus.
Oh, and I saw the great clip from I say Riverport. I don't know what it's called.
Great
Verizon.
Clips.
Hollywood Casino.
Yeah.
When Fall Out Boy was here, and your fans on the lawn
Oh yeah.
reenacted that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at the quiet part, people get down. It's kind of like
Very beginning of
what's
it,
that
yeah.
wedding song? What's the wedding song people used to do that at? Come on, that's from something.
Somebody kill me,
Is it
please.
Twist? A little bit louder now. Where people go down and they come back up. Shout.
by the Isley Brothers.
Oh,
Sure.
yes. Okay.
That's a play on that,
all.
right? Yeah.
No. I mean, we've seen there's been other bands that have do similar things. Like I know 21 Pilots, I think they make their huge crowds do it.
Yeah.
But
They
the
make
story,
the mic sit completely still, right?
yeah, the story behind ours was just one day that song started, and our friend Silas, they were, I think, probably just crouching out of like that last song was tough. Like,
Yeah.
and this next one's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And I saw them. I was like, let's do that. So I got down with them right then and there, and then everyone else started doing it. And like from then on, we just never stopped. So in that video, I'm pretty sure is either Silas or their partner Ash that took that video. And
That's
they,
awesome.
yeah, so it's so cool.
That's so cool to see that transcend.
Which
You
them
guys.
two, I'm sorry, I have to plug them two are a part of the community that is ALT STL, which we haven't talked about.
We
yet.
haven't.
Yeah.
Shame on me for not bringing that up. Bad
It's okay.
host. Bad host.
No, it's not. It's, but yeah, our friends,
hand up,
our
put your hand
friends
up.
Mike
You're gonna
and Adrian, they
Bad
both
host.
they run our the community ALT STL. I think we talked about Mike in the last podcast. So
Yeah.
Mike, here's another one, dude.
Shout out
Yeah,
Pockets.
but man, it's grown so much even since that.
yeah.
So their community just keeps growing. They
like-
do such a good job of making
A
sure
couple thousand now,
Yeah.
I think, and followers.
making sure everyone knows about every event that happens,
Yes.
like in the greater St. Louis area.
Yeah.
They keep on it. They're posting memes every day. Community's awesome.
Yeah. So they are on this.
Yeah, I was
got a
looking
lot-
to see if I could
Yeah,
point
we've
them
got
out.
a lot of logos on here.
Yeah,
and
there's
our
a lot of
background is-
words,
is
yeah.
very busy, which I like. But yeah, Alt STL is kind of
And
powering
they will
this
have their
and-
own booth.
Yep, they'll have a booth. They've got.
They'll be
I
selling
think they're
their-
coming up with merch. I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
they dropped stickers. I think
Mm-hmm.
Gave me some last
just
night.
for this.
Yeah,
Or I don't know. I'm not saying that. I don't know if
They've
they
got-
were planning on doing that, but
yeah. No, they're doing a lot just for this. I think they're making a custom banner for their table. They're doing a few different routes with T-shirts. They've got some custom made ones from like the community, or not the community, but Adri. And then I'm pretty sure he's just going to be printing some just, classic, or not classic, but simple logo
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
So please, if you guys are part of Alt STL, which is such a big community, it'd be awesome for you to come out and get like their first round of shirts. So
yeah, and that it's a Facebook group. I mean, it's a real community too, but it's
Mm-hmm.
a Facebook group, and it's anyone that's in that alt. I mean, whether it's music, lifestyle, what
Yeah.
you're into.
yeah, how
Um,
you dress, anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's for anyone.
Emo metal.
Who
People
kind of
will get on there and just be like, "Hi, my name is this. This is what I do," and then they'll get like 100 comments.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's up?
I didn't. I got like 3.
Oh, really? Oh no.
It's all right. Wow. Everyone's making these intro posts. I'm like, I'm gonna make an intro post. No,
You're like, that guy looks too good
who's this
looking.
fucking guy?
He doesn't fit
But
in.
now I'm intimidated.
I'm in.
They didn't. Maybe they didn't see the tattoos. They're like, look, here's this square.
I know. I think my kids are in the picture. It's like, this guy's not alt.
Yeah.
This
Hey,
guy's
it's totally
normal.
alt to have
This guy's an
kids.
insurance agent. What the hell?
That's true though.
Anything else you guys want to plug? Tell us when emo nights are. Tell us your recurring events.
Starting next year, every second Friday of the month will be the emo block party at the Armory.
Okay.
And then every last Wednesday of the month will be emo night at the Midwestern. And then every other month we play at Westport on I think it's the third Friday. That's a new thing we just got set up. But
Yep.
Awesome. At Westport Social?
Westport
Yeah.
Social. So, and then anything anyone wants to hire us for, in between anything,
Yeah.
weddings. We've started
for
weddings.
booking.
Yep.
So-
Anything. Your kid's birthday party.
That's a lot
He'll
of
dress as a clown, like this.
I'm already dressed as a clown.
it shows up like this. That's a lot of like every other and last. So probably you have like a calendar or something somewhere.
Yes, on
Yeah,
our
so you'd
Facebook,
direct-
we
We make,
make updated
Tour posters.
tour posters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and direct people to that.
Facebook.com/DangerPartyBand.
Mhm. It's at Danger Party Band on everything that we're on.
Mm-hmm.
We don't got a Twitter, but everything else.
You don't have a Twitter. You don't have X.
Nope.
No.
Oh yeah, it's X now. Yeah.
We're really big on Facebook and Instagram. We try to keep up with TikTok. It's tough sometimes. We've gone kind of viral a few times on TikTok. Devin, our lead guitarist, I think it's because he's so good looking.
Very good looking.
So good. He's like a
He give you
god.
run for your money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because he's got the hair that he can put down here. He can put it in a. He can do a lot. With it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jealous of the hair.
Yeah. Where were we talking about Devin? Oh,
you got lost talking about
TikTok. Yeah, he got he got a few viral things on.
What did he do to go viral?
He did this,
it was
some video where he's like, I guess it's like a CGI thing going on. He's like in a window, and like it's to Ohio's for Lovers, and then like the cops start coming. He starts running. I can't make it. Running from the
so
cops.
yeah, and the caption is if it was illegal to listen to
emo music.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like
So it's just his face on this little animated thing running from
Yeah.
the cops, and he's just getting like really into it. It's really cool.
It's so corny. I love it.
That's the song we were talking before. You guys played that. I saw you guys after Taking Back Sunday. Taking Back Sunday opened for you
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago, which is what you
We got
got
to meet
They're
them
up-
too.
they're up
They were so thankful that we let them.
They're up and coming.
Yeah,
They're
right.
gonna make it.
Stay
this
tuned for
business,
Taking
I
Back
think.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Watch them.
Yeah, we got to meet a lot of them, and it was awesome, man. Like we got to talk to Adam.
Him and Devin.
Yeah,
They were.
nerded out.
Yeah.
Did you?
It
Yeah.
was.
That's okay. You got to do it if it's a band
And
like
it's
that
crazy
that you love.
because like I didn't have anyone to take the photo for me, but I have a selfie with Adam, and then I have a selfie with Fred, who used to be in a band
Correct. Yeah.
from like about 6 months ago whenever he was here. They're almost like the same type of selfie. I'm like, and I looked at him like, oh my god, I met the singers. I just got to meet John Nolan. He's the one I couldn't meet.
So what's funny about that is the first time I ever went to Red Rocks, I saw Taking Back Sunday, and we got there super early because we wanted to see the venue, and we had like this VIP thing for a dashboard, and we were like walking around the visitor center, and I was with my wife, and John Nolan walked by, and I go, "There's John Nolan," and I just meant like, and he stopped, and he's
Has
like,
he heard you?
he heard me, and he stopped, and he's like, "What's up?" And I was like,
there's some dude.
I was like, "Oh, hi! You didn't have to stop. He took a picture with us.
Yeah.
Super sweet guy."
He, I think so. Like the funny thing about that is when I pulled up to park at Ballpark, as soon as I got in my car, I turned it off. He walks right past me on his phone. I'm like,
You should have just said it louder. You might have heard.
no,
it.
I was in my car when it happened. I'm like, I'm not going to stop him. I'll see him later.
So, Taking Back Sunday, you've played an actual show with 4 Year Strong.
mhm.
Who else? You opened for
Bon Jovi.
the old band. You opened for Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
I mean, this band we don't really do that. It's kind of like our thing, but Taking Back or not? Sorry. Story of the Year have joined us plenty of time. Or Dan has joined us
yeah.
a lot of shows, and then one day we even had for the life
Christmas emo night.
for the life of me, I can't remember the drummer's name. Josh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he got to join too. So I often joke like, were we playing with Story of the Year that night, or were they playing with us?
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yeah.
But it was two of them. And
Josh
three of us.
or Adam also never lets anyone on his drum kit that he doesn't really know. But Josh,
You're welcome, Josh.
Josh like, I'll do it. And Adam's like,
He's like John C. Riley and Step Brothers.
But I think that's another way. I really have been thinking about that a lot. I really want to have like, when we evolve this more, I want to incorporate like guests.
Sure.
And if it takes fundraising to get them out there, fly them out there to, you talk about this kind of stuff too a lot.
Yeah.
You like to, you've had was it the singer of Under Oath? You had Aaron, who did you have? You had someone,
Oh,
you
from
put on a
Emory?
show, yeah.
Yeah.
Emory, yeah. But so, yeah, you understand, I'd really like to get someone out and like sing a few songs with us, even if it's not just their songs. If
I
they
think
want to come
Matt
sing.
Cutshall would be really cool.
Yeah, Matt
Have him
Cutshall
out.
from,
Yeah.
Ebo's not dead.
You know, he put out a thing. It's been like a year now. He's like, who should I do a video with? And so many people tagged Story of the Year. And then Dan commented like, I'm down. And that got so many reactions. And I was like, okay, this is happening. And it hasn't
Oh,
yet.
no.
And I'm sure that stuff takes a long time. But
yeah.
he did one with Emory just like a week ago or something. He put
I'm
out
sure
Emory
it's
one.
going to happen eventually.
I'm sure it will too. So I think the key to that for you guys, what's hard is like you guys play those shows on like those specific nights. But I think the key is like just finding out, you know, trying to line up a show when someone's in town, right?
Right, yeah.
And then just
Which is tough
and then
sometimes.
just trying to reach out.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying like it might take like paying a lot for like them to come out and stay and stuff. It like
I'm sure
it might
they
have to come to
contracts
that.
for that
Yeah.
sort of thing. That
But you know what? So Nashville's become such a hot spot for that type of music,
True.
and we're 5-6 hours away. I don't think. I mean, it's too far out of the question to say like, "Hey, pop on up for this emo show."
Yeah.
Mhm.
Still
know.
have to pay them, but yeah.
You still have to pay them, but I mean, if you could promote it as like, Jordan from Newfound Glory is going to be here. Or
Mm-hmm.
do you guys play any Newfound Glory?
We
Haven't
played
in a
My
while.
Friends Over You.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I know that's kind of like to me they're huge, but I know that's kind of niche in that scene.
Yeah, to me, they're huge to me too. But yeah,
But yeah, not everyone is on board with
It's
that.
been a while since we played them, but
Maybe
We'll
you'll
bring
hear
it
it on
back.
October 13th at Magazine Fest.
maybe.
All right, so
you
coming
have
out
to come to find out.
Friday the 13th, make a scene at Rec Hall, powered by ALT STL. We've got Danger Party. We've got Feeling This. There's something you want to share with the whole class?
Fuck Coyle.
Yeah.
Fuck Coyle.
Yeah.
Peace.
Look at every camera.
It was so good.
Is there any way you can do like a gang sign with 636? You know, like 303.
You know what's funny is
Just
I
that.
tried to do that with we had this vendor at 636 Day, so you can do it. I mean, it's like that's a 6, right?
That's a
Or is that a
D.
It's a D. Okay, so it'd be
Yeah.
is quiet just because he's quiet.
Okay.
This quiet.
I should probably turn that off, huh?
Yep.
Mine's always on silent. I don't even know my ringtone
Yeah, he
is.
never answers the fuck.
Mine was only on
I
for
don't
you
even think his
guys.
vibrate works. Dude, what? Where'd my
Fun
power
noise.
button go?
Oh yeah, those can come off. Yeah, like
Yeah.
on the case, the little piece. The
Yeah.
piece is like, yeah,
It's right here.
yeah. You know how like when you buy those, they send you like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Sure. Thank you. My hero.
You're holding his piece.
yeah.
Hopefully I can reinstall it. He just throws it away.
Can I see your phone?
Okay.
Dude, the traffic on 64 is garbage at this time.
Yeah, it's rush hour everywhere.
Let's just get rid
You're
of
like,
this
there's something going on at 70. Yeah, rush hour.
too.
There is a little trash can.
right here. See, we need a glory hole.
We need the glory hole.
Yeah.
Damn it.